tip, best tip that I ever got from one of my favorite art teachers was to kind of either think you're a rock star or like royalty when you're painting. And why? And that what literally it means, stick your nose up. So when you stick your nose up, like squint your eyes a little bit, you see form and light and shadow without the bother of detail. So it's a great way to begin looking at a composition. I definitely advise it if you can do it. All right, that's the angle, and let's get started. 1540. So that means at 35, I stop. One of my favorite artists, Titian, they say that he would stare at his paintings and then like walk away and then come back like angry and then do like marks, right? So we're gonna kind of do a Titian approach. I'm gonna stand back. I'm gonna stand back, way back. You see, my image is over there. I'm way back here. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna look at myself in this position. I'm gonna study my composition. And I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna make mark. What color do I have? Let me get some, I'm putting blue and brown together with that white I had, okay? That's what's happening. Adding a little bit of that Tuscan red. I'm sorry, I'll have to show you in a second. This, do you see me in the mirror? No. This side of my face is in shadow. If you can see this whole triangle is in shadow. So I'm just gonna put that in. I'm gonna take this big brush. That's not too big. I'm gonna put a lot of water. I'm gonna go into this color I just kind of made, which is that, it's gray. It's a grayish color. Tap, tap, tap. All of this has to be in shade. So it doesn't matter what's there. I'm covering it. I don't give a F. All of this. All of that. Okay. All right. I'm going to add, you see this? This is that Tuscan red. It's straight Tuscan red. I'm going to mix that in to that color I just had. That little grayish color. And just kind of use that water. And I'm going to go right in there. Okay, so all right. I'm going to move that color around. Okay, we're going to keep going. I'm going to add a little bit of blue. It's even a darker color. That's going to be my hair. I'm going to go straight into that blue and kind of make that definition. Let's cut in on the other side. Painting is just drawing with paint. So if you can't draw well, your paintings aren't going to be as great as they could be. Now, we can always all get better. All right? I'm hopping in that yellow with white. And I'm just going to smooth this area a little bit. Nope. Too much paint. We gotta let that part dry. Let it dry a second, but let me see if I can just kind of lighten it with a tap. Oh no, I have spilled paint on the floor. Give me 1 second. I normally protect the floor, but since I was like, I'm just gonna do 15 minutes or 18 minutes, I don't need to set up all the way. Completely wrong. I will make sure to mop as soon as I get back. Okay. Let me get a little bit of this dark blue and brown color again, because that's how I'm gonna sculpt out my face. You could be doing this yourself. I love you, Shannon. Yesterday, I was here live and I was like, oh, let me see why my sister's not here. And then literally in that same moment, you had texted me a picture of the birthday. Mom texted the picture of her and DJ. And I was like, oh, my sister is absolutely very busy right now. I'm not going to be bothering her to be on a live with me. But God knew what he was doing when he gave me you. Let me tell you that. And, anytime I see my likeness, obviously I think it's your likeness. The only difference between us is you have more Asian style eye and I have a more almond eye. But that's what I was saying when I'm going to do the girl that I'm doing digitally. Let's just bring her back out because I love her. I mean, it's obviously a whole jumble like this, but it's no big deal. It's getting the approach that I was taught is that it should look like shit up until basically the end. And then at the end, you cut in, you pull out, and you choose the way in which your image is rendered, right? And so that's the part that a lot of people, I think, especially with like I'm doing digital art, like most people that do digital art. So this girl, the one I'm working on now here, I'm going to make her more Asian styled eye, like yours, Shannon. And then she'll be like in the nighttime, you know what I mean? Like, maybe fly. I don't know what she's going to turn out to, but this girl will be cutesy and colorful, right? And then the rest will be different. But either way, I'm very excited. And I didn't want to work on this, if I'm 100% honest, like until I was mentally like in a really strong place, because obviously it says manifest there in the corner. And I believe that it does matter. Like, if I was in good spirits mentally to be able to do it, like, because portraiture is like a piece of you. And so I wasn't in the best mental headspace a couple of weeks ago, but I started taking piano lessons. So I'm like 3 weeks into piano lessons. And I also tried to seek medical help, like medical therapy, but it costs $140 a visit. And so like music is fine for me. That costs $150 for the whole month. Not just one session. So, and music heals. So I'm going to go with that route. And just kind of like have the arts. But nonetheless, you can't manifest on a weird energy. And like now I feel super locked into myself and like super strong. So like, I know that this might not be the most beautiful image at the end of the day, right? But it will be how I see myself at this time. And that's really what matters to me. And it makes no difference if, you like it or not, to be honest. It's going to hang in my house. All right. So let's keep going. But anyways, it's supposed to be jumbled. Everything but nothing, utilizing right side of the brain approach. That's what we're doing here. Classical approach. That's all it is. Now, I'm more like a post-impressionist, so I like color and all that, but we're going to stick kind of to basics right now. I really want my hairline to kind of be defined. There. That's better. All right. We have 5 minutes, so I'm going to make some choice decisions. We have 5 minutes. Let's get up into this nose. in some of that yellow in here because I got a lot of that. Touch of blue, give it an olive tone, which is really what we are. Ooh, way too light. That can be over here though. All right, that's all my cheek. Let's finish up some hyela in the nose. Let's get myself a little light compression, a little light compression, a little light compression. Okay. Light compression. We got 2 minutes. I need to get a bigger brush. We got a lot of paint out still. Get a little bit of red in there. Let's get a little bit more yellow in there for it to be my base. We have 1 minute. Oh! Adding a little pavement to the mix, which is not black, but it is about the closest thing that I'll use to it.
With Gemini and Google Sheets, you can create comprehensive.
You're wasting my 1 minute of mental space, ma'am. Oh, it's time. It's time. Oh, it's time. I passed. Oh no, that ain't it. I don't have the color I need. So I will mark it. For my next return. Okay, it's a hot jumble mess, but that's what 20 minutes of painting did with us. Okay, and so I appreciate you guys being here with me today, and I love you so much, Shannon. And let's see it from further away. Definitely some more expression happening. Let's see what I think. Definitely some issues happening, but are things being pushed and pulled? Are things developing? Is it a human ahead? We don't even have the whole composition yet, but I do think that there was a lot of intention there. And even though it was quick, we watched it develop. Okay, so this is where we're at. It's looking real crazy, but don't worry about it. It's not bad yet. It's not bad even now. You know what I mean? But it doesn't look quite like me, which is okay. It's right now it's a likeness of me, and that's honestly, if you just get to that. I remember the first time I could create my likeness. I was like the proudest person in the world, you know? So like there's nothing wrong to get to whatever level you're at, but I think it's best when you don't cheat it. Okay, let's start there. A lot of people use projectors. A lot of people, and I don't think that that's bad if you're doing it for a job and you need to do many jobs. Again, I'll bring up Warhol in that case. Man was busy. He needed projectors. He also wasn't a fine artist. He was a marketing expert. So if you want to be that, great. Don't consider yourself an artist or a fine artist. Because that's what techne means in any way. Techneart.org. Techne means art or craft or the way in which something is created. So that's why we do educational things here. But more importantly, there is a canon of art and art history, and it has been written. Okay, we're not changing it. And I'm just explaining to you guys because I was a teacher and like kids hated me as their art teacher because I would say, no, like that animation or that manga is not art or fine art. And that's not good for this assignment. Because it is an art and it is a cultural art, right? Anime, manga, not animation, but anime specifically is cultural. And unless you're being like sensei'd and like taught specifically how to do and how to replicate that culture, like you have your own culture and we have a Western canon and you need to learn it. And if you're going to be in the art world or want to be in the art world, you need to know it. And it doesn't matter if what is popular is not what's going to replace the canon of art and art history. I promise you that. So if you want to be able to do abstract like this, I painted this, or like the painting that I'm working on now, which is more formal, or pop art or design or digital arts, all of it is basically was written by the Italians, okay? Music, why I'm doing piano, all of it was written and has nothing to do with us in America. or our culture. And there are certain things that are culturally specific to other cultures. And I think that we really need to make sure that we know how to do them all and appreciate them all. Because when I see things that I find amazing that are outside of my culture, I do try to try them. I do attempt to do them. There's nothing wrong with biting another artist. It's just, if you're not actually respecting the culture, their practice, then you're not actually doing it. And so there's a fine line. You are already Western, so if you just do formal art and learn the classical approach, you're well within your scope and your lane, if that makes sense. So that's what I do, and that's what I studied, and that's what I care about, and that's what we're doing here on techniart.org on YouTube. Okay, so thank you for being here. Love you so much. I need to go get one of those air dusters to try to see if I can fix my laptop. Okay, so what do? We get dirty. I didn't get too dirty today. I did pretty good, but we got dirty. Stay creative. Bye. Love you, Shannon. See you next time.